people creating a clone of Amazon and the login portal of Amazon, and it's very common, but yeah, weird and sad at the same time because people really fall for it. One thing that is very common that scammers are doing right now is very slight manipulation of the actual URL.
So happy to be sitting with a small-time blogger from a small town to somebody who's made it so big in the digital platform. Welcome, Sarvesh, to today's talk.
Thank you, ma'am. And first of all, thank you to IIT Kanpur and Ideas Matter Most for this invite. And yeah, it's a privilege to be here.
Privilege is ours as well. So I've heard that you make websites rank fast.
Right.
So let's start with a rapid fire for you. So we'll see how fast you think.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. SEO myth you absolutely hate, Sarvesh.
That hundreds of backlinks in a month will just get you ranked. I just hate it. That's not true. That does not work anymore. So yeah, that is what I'd say.
We'll go deeper into that.
For sure.
One SEO tool that you just can't live without.
It's Ahrefs. It's a bit niche tool for SEO, but yeah, it's our go-to tool for that matter.
All right. LinkedIn or X, your favorite playground?
Wow, that's a tough question, but yeah, I'd say X because that is very raw and very real. So yeah, X.
Somebody's going to be happy hearing this. Coffee or chai? What works late nights for you?
Chai all the time.
Really?
Always a chai person.
Okay. The weirdest scam website you've seen?
It's also weirdest, but it's also very common. People creating a clone of Amazon and the login portal of Amazon, and it's very common, but yeah, weird and sad at the same time because people really fall for it.
And scary as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people think, okay, what exactly could happen with my Amazon password? But your Amazon Pay account is linked to it, which is eventually linked to your bank account.
Yes.
So a lot can happen with your password there.
True. So if Google had a personality, what would it be?
I'd say it would probably be more like Elon Musk, which is focusing more on the revenue side of things. But yeah, I mean, they have done huge wonders to the world as well, bringing the whole internet ecosystem together. So yeah, I lean kind of towards Elon in that sense.
You seem to be quite impressed by him.
Yeah, in some parts, and some part obviously I have my differences. But yeah, he also has done a lot for the whole internet ecosystem.
Absolutely, no doubt about that.
And especially because I like X more, so there's obviously a bias there.
Yes. Hope it's not sponsored.
No, not at all.
Okay, one word that describes your SEO style.
Complete white hat. So in one word, it would be that. And for us, it's always about making the businesses that we work with, make them actually more money and revenue through SEO. So yeah, always white hat.
Okay, it's all about paisa. So book or podcast? What has recently kind of inspired you?
I'm more of a audio person, so podcast definitely. Books I do read here and then, but yeah, not a lot of reading. But yeah, podcast is what I kind of lean towards.
Sure. So rank higher, it's luck or hard work?
It's smart work actually. So you have to do the strategic things, right things at the right time and in the right way to rank. It's not rocket science, but it still has its science of its own. So yeah, kind of smart work. So mix of hard work and obviously in any field that we work in, luck always plays a small but vital role. So that's always there.
Maybe it's just that 2%, but then 2% is critical.
Right.
So if not SEO, what career would you have chosen for yourself?
Okay, so interesting question. I do have a computer science degree, so I've done my BTech in computer science. So yeah, I mean, coding has always been my background, but since my childhood days, probably I'd say when I was in 6th class, so maybe 10, 12 years old, I have been all about internet. And even though I'm from small town in Bihar, Champaran, I mean, my parents got me computer very early. So the internet journey has always been there. So it's a tough question to answer for me because SEO and internet has always been my first choice. But like I said, I do have a coding background, so that could help.
Sure. Okay, so something very interesting I read about Sarvesh when I was doing a bit research. So I don't know, you must be familiar with this. I quote, "What I appreciate most about Sarvesh is that he doesn't get caught up in vanity metrics like traffic or domain rating. Instead, he always focuses on what truly matters, driving revenue. Hmm? His strategic thinking ensures that every SEO effort actually makes a difference to the bottom line."
Right.
How much do you agree to this? And how do you do this?
First, I mean, you have done your research really well. I agree, and with SEO and with search engine optimization in general, what's important is the business that you're working with. Are they making more revenue because of our efforts?
Yeah.
So, like you quoted, I mean, instead of just kind of being followed through the vanity metrics, it's about make sure they're ranking for what would actually bring them revenue. So if it's like, let's say, a service contractor, for them it would be keywords where people are actually and actively looking for their services. So get them ranked for that instead of ranking them for a lot of blog keywords which would actually does not really bring in any revenue for them. So that's always revenue at the end of the day.
True, true.
Right.
That is why people reach out to you.
Exactly. Exactly.
So how do scams actually exploit search? So is it more through organic results, ads, or both?
It's actually, I mean, scammers in general, they don't really care about how they scam you.
Yeah.
But so I'd say both. With ads, it's about they can very quickly get into the market. They can very quickly start bidding for those keywords. So let's say there's a trending topic and they want to scam you right now. So ads would be the first thing that they would go to, because SEO would obviously take its own course and time. But with ads, it's like you can start the scam process today, but because these algorithms are so good, you will be clapped very, very quickly as well. So they do take that quicker approach for scam through ads. Their accounts do get clapped and eventually banned. And the long term, a bit longer approach is going through SEO, which is launching a lot of scam sites and everything. So another thing is when someone lands on an organic results through organic search, just, I mean, by the sheer thing of landing through organic, the trust factor is slightly higher.
Yes.
So if you're landing on a site with sponsored, through the sponsored results, you'd still be a bit cautious. Okay, it may be actually good and may not.
Yes.
But when you're landing on a site organically, so let's say you search for some sort of scholarship and you land on that website through organic search, already you have your trust factors are so high that you feel like, okay, this would be genuine. So that then helps scammers in the longer run of scamming you. So yeah, they do utilize both aspects, and whatever makes them money at the end of the day, that is what they focus on.
So would you like to deliberate a little more on this? Because what are those red flags that we should look at? When the trust factor is so high, what are those red flags on the website?
Okay, so on the website side of things, one thing that is very common that scammers are doing right now is very slight manipulation of the actual URL. So it could be just one, like let's say in the web URL, if it's an A, they could use a symbol of A or things on those lines, or just E. So very small spelling error that most of the times, because you are in rush or you are on phone, you do not actually notice properly.
Nobody reads it.
Right, exactly. And the whole UI would look very similar.
Yes.
So you'd be like, okay, you do not have the time, and actually people don't really put in the effort to actually check it. And so that would be one major red flag, that the URL is not right. Then because scammers want to move really fast, they also make a lot of errors in actually designing the UI of the site. So you'll see obvious design flaws in the website sometimes, even grammatical mistakes on the copy of the page. Or one very critical thing is just see if a website is very actively trying to push you to do something. So it could be just forcing you to download something for that matter, or giving your logins or things on those lines. So if any of these things, even subconsciously, if you're browsing a website and that looks that, okay, this is not exactly what it should be, the way it should be, it probably is a scam. So it better be safe than sorry at this point.
So a lot of presence of mind, and you got to listen to your gut.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So why do you think even smart people, educated people get trapped?
Yeah, and I was listening to other speakers today, and they also mentioned that very educated and very
Yes.
well-to-do
Yes,
people also get
yes,
trapped, especially
yes.
like scams like the digital arrest and all of
Yes,
that.
yes.
So one of the reason is maybe actually the confidence backfires. So so when you're
Yes,
smart, you
yes.
kind of let your guards down that okay,
Yes.
oh, I know this cannot happen with me. I'll read the signals.
Yes, yes. I'm smart. I'm smarter.
Exactly. And when that happens, the stigma of it also prevents them from reporting.
Yes.
Like my previous speakers mentioned. So
Right.
it's also more about, and when you're smart and you're doing multiple things at once, right? So it actually takes just a fraction of second for you to get scammed before you have put in your login, and then you realize, oh, I have already done it, and the scam happened with you.
Yes.
So the multitasking of it also kind of just gives them that 1% of edge. But yeah, so I mean, in kind of being scammed, how educated you are actually does not really matter, because it's just a fraction of second where you did not utilize the common sense that you have there, and it happens, and happens with the best of us actually. So it's a thing that is very prevalent.
So you day in and day out you get these experiences.
Right. Yeah. And so we see across different niches and different subs how these scammers are trying to scam people through these website and very very lucrative offers, which are, so I mean, sometimes
Give us an example.
so I mean, let's say when government launches some sort of scholarship, for example, or a tragedy happen, and they're looking for some
Donations, yes.
right? So the very first thing they'll do is with AI, they'll very quickly design these websites that would look legit and all, and then start running ads.
Yes.
So you, as a considerate person, you want to actually donate. You just search for okay, XYZ donation that you want to do, and that's the first site that came along, and it looked legit to you.
Yes.
So when there you donated whatever amount you did, for your own perspective, you think, okay, I did the right thing, I have donated at the right place, but it all fueled a really big scam, and that kept going. So that then scholarships, for example, I mean students are kind of in a desperate situation when they're looking for scholarships. So they're like, okay, the fee to apply for it would be even a small amount, like 500,000 rupees.
Yes.
But the sheer volume and magnitude of people actually paying them, that makes this scam very, very profitable at the end of the day.
No, so what is it that we should do? Stop donating? What? How do we actually keep our guards up? And how is it that we don't get fooled? Because floods happen.
Right.
Similar thing happened with me. So I wanted to donate, and I
Right.
was so tempted to donate. But then before I could press my finger, there was this alert that came to me, hey, listen, what if,
Right.
you'll be spoofed off.
Correct.
So
Yes.
what is it that you say about this?
I mean, this is something where you have to keep your guards up all the time. So it's there's no like one blanket solution to this, but you have to be very, very sure of, okay, if I'm going to donate, is this the real website that
Who
should...
answers it?
So
is there a government site? I think I remember reading about this. There's a government site wherein you put the URL and you get to know whether this is authentic or not.
right.
Is it right?
Yeah, and obviously it's the search engines are a very important role as well to mark if these sites are genuine. But the thing is, these scams happen in such real time that even the government database or Google, for that matter, do not have the data then and there to alert you that okay, this is actually a scam.
Yeah.
So if these are like long term scam, for example, if someone's looking to buy iPhone for cheap, Google knows already that there would be scam sites trying to rank for it, so their algorithm already try to protect you as much as they can. But if it's something that's very real time, like floods and donation, or a new scheme government just launched, they just announced and you have to apply for it.
Yes.
That is where the speed of these scammers get them to access the market really fast. So you have to keep your guards up. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
And when you're not educated, really, it's very difficult.
It is very difficult.
very.
I mean, for even though we say that now we have digital literacy, but that digital literacy is a lot about just scrolling through Instagram at this point, rather than actually looking at things that would help them out. So even basic things like looking at the URL of a page,
Yes.
I'd say a major portion of our actual public do not know how to do it, for that matter as well.
Yes.
So yeah, the digital literacy is going to be something that needs to be looked into to prevent people from these scams.
So my last question, how is AI actually changing the entire ball game?
it now it's a boon and bane for that matter, because AI is making lives of these scammers easy as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it is for sure. So let's say generating exact replica of website was a very hard thing to do before. You need a lot of designers, developers doing it. Now it could be done on a click of a button. So the AI could generate an exact replica of, let's say, Amazon, and then all you need to, and it could be done within seconds. So that made their job really faster. Second thing was, what we used to look at is there grammatical errors on the page. Now with AI generating all the content, even that is something that you may not
Spell
find
checks.
out. Right, exactly. All grammar, spell check done beforehand. So yeah, that makes really, and spitting out 10-20 sites within minutes is possible now, which would take days before. So the on the negative side of things, AI, it could definitely help these scammers out. But on the positive side of things, because AI can be trained on a lot of data very quickly,
Yeah.
they can be that red flag for the users, and they can potentially understand the overall context of the page really fast, and they can be used to trigger that alarm that needs to be put in just before someone gets scammed. So right now, I mean, we need to move in that direction more, because scammers are very fast. They have adopted to AI really quickly. So Google and other search engines, and government also for that matter, need to see how we can be more proactive with actually using AI to prevent all of those scams. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword at the moment.
Right. Sarvesh, thank you so very much on behalf of Vicky Flow, Kanpur. All the very best. You're a young chap doing wonders and going global. Definitely gives us a lot of pride.
Thank you, ma'am.
So
It was
much.
really nice talking.
Thank you.
Thank you.